Hey everybody, thanks for coming. Thanks for staying. Thanks for subscribing and listening. We love you guys. If you want more ASMR, just drop it in the comments. I'll take care of that. Satisfy your need. Hey Dan, how you doing?
Hello. Did you enjoy Jack?
Yeah, how's his eye?
It's fine. I mean, he can't see out of it, but otherwise it's fine.
All right.
He's doing
Well,
well.
at least I didn't lose it.
No, yeah, it's fine.
All right, sorry. Is that wine?
Yeah, switching over. It's getting later in the night.
Oh, is it? Couldn't tell. 11. Actually, you know what? I had a question for you.
What I'm gonna do?
You're not even phased. I love it. What? Sorry. All right. So what were we saying? Where were we?
So my mom's visit. I mean, otherwise good. We didn't do a whole lot. I mean, honestly, I was thinking like we could take her to the city, this and that. She's like, no, I just want to hang out. So we hung out at the house. We went out to dinner a couple times. Cooked her a nice tri-tip and
A dry
went to the
what?
farmer's market twice.
Dry tip?
Tri-tip steak. It's not a New Jersey East Coast thing. It's a very California thing.
What part of the cow is it?
I think it's up in like the shoulder. Tri-tip steak. Let's Google this. I don't want to give misinformation to our viewers. It's a triangular cut of beef from the bottom sirloin. So that would be in the butt. So that's
tough. Is it tough?
It's not at all. No. You know how more recently they've found like steak cuts in what was otherwise turned into, ground beef or like roasted meats. So, historically it was, your filet mignon, which ribeye, when your New York strip, those were your steak meats. But since then, you got skirt steaks, which are up along the diaphragm. Those are yummy and super tender.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I do skirts.
Hanger steaks, which are up in the front of the diaphragm. You've got things like tri-tip in the back, Denver steaks. And so there's muscles that you have to be a good butcher, but if you peel away certain things, you can find these like nuggets of meat that are steak-like. It's not something we ever knew prior to moving out here. And it's a little bit difficult to cook because it's a very thick piece of meat and you need to cook it to medium rare. So if you cook it too much, it can get tough. And so we did a reverse sear where you put it in the oven for like an hour and a half at like 225 degrees, get it to the temp you want, and then just throw it on the grill to give it color. And then it's actually two muscles combined. So you can kind of slice it in one way, then turn it and slice it in another way. And one of the cuts is more like filet mignon like. It's like very close structured fibers, tender, not as much flavor. The other one is more open structured, kind of more similar to like a skirt steak or like a hanger steak, because it's tri-tip, so it's triangular. There's some thinner spots and some thicker spots. So like when you're cooking it, you can kind of get some that are medium, some that are more medium rare. It's a good like crowd steak. You can kind of different types of textures, different types of cook temps, all within one. You lay it out on a platter and people kind of just take what they want.
Nice. Know about it. Yeah. Didn't know about it.
When you come out here.
Okay.
All right. So the big event of the hour, which happened only about 4 days ago now.
Sunday, yeah.
The baptism. Or christening.
Same thing.
Are they the same thing?
Oh yeah, from what I understand.
Okay. What did you call it?
I called it eternal life.
Okay.
That's one of the things you can call it.
Yeah. Eternal life. So yes, so the baptism.
I'll show you. What about it?
How the fuck did it go?
It went great. Oh my God. So we went after church and we are the only ones. It's not like we're like us and like four other families. Like it was
Which
just
sometimes can happen. I've been to baptisms where they're like lining up, like they're
or like they happen during church.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Which God, I'm so glad it wasn't like that. So it was just us.
Do you think it was just you because it was also technically Father's Day?
No, this church only specifically does one at a time.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's really nice. And it's literally walking distance from us.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, dude, I was like, first off, it wasn't that hot out, but I was fucking boiling in my suit. Boiling, Dan. Like if I took my jacket off, my blue shirt would have been like soaked. And everybody's like, "You're okay?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude. I think the devil's just breathing down my throat right now. I don't know what's going on."
I mean, you do run hot.
I do run hot. Yeah, yeah,
Adam in a
yeah.
suit does not pair well. I mean, you look good
No,
in a suit,
thank
but
you.
the suit doesn't like you.
No, no, it keeps me very hot. I'm one that like anytime I had like a button-up shirt, I always rolled the sleeves up. But yeah, just us, and we had Eddie as the godfather, and
Oh,
then Marlo and Dina as the godmothers, mainly to avoid any issues or fights or anything like that. And dude, Cal, freaking angel. He
nice.
just Libby was holding him for the first half. He was just there. He's listening to the father as he talked. He would like turn to me and like look at me, and I was like, "What's up, buddy? What are you doing?" He would just like reach out to me so gently to touch my face, and I'm like, "What are you doing?"
He's turned into a human. Like,
Yeah, man. He's getting a personality.
there's a
Dude.
personality.
I
Yeah.
can't wait for you to see him. He's smiling at everything. So yeah, and then listen to this. Listen to this. So the father turns to me, right? So they ask
Uh-huh.
you a couple questions. What's the name you give him? And you give him the name. He's like, what are
What
you
do you
looking
mean
for?
name?
Like, what's the name? And we're supposed to say like Calvin Dean.
Oh, you don't like give him another name.
No, 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 no. It's
Okay.
just not like a confirmation. It's not like you pick another name.
Oh, you get another name for confirmation too?
Yeah, you get to pick a confirmation name. So like my confirmation name is Anthony.
Really? Oh, fucking. If you weren't Italian enough, you went with fucking Tony. Jesus,
Hey,
Tony Panacidi.
he's Saint Anthony. Okay, he's a good guy. Um, yeah. So the father turns to me and he goes, "All right," and he flips the page. He goes, "All right, I got something for the dad to read. Uh, Father, do you mind reading this? Or Dad, do you mind reading this?" And I looked at him. I was like, "You want me to read that?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Absolutely not." I was like, "Absolutely not." And I looked at everybody, Drew, Chris, your mom, right? Like everybody that knows me. And I was like, "Fuck.
You
You
want
really
me
gonna
to read
you want me
in
to read
front of a
out
group of people?
loud?" And fucking
So,
everybody just lost it.
so Billy Madison kind of shit.
Yeah. And he was just kind of like, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, no, I don't do that." And he
Adam,
was
you
like,
have a lot of talents in this world. Reading in front of people is not one of them.
"Not one of them." I'm an actor. But yeah, it's funny too. I said to Libby the night before, I was like, "I don't have to read anything, right?" And she goes, "No, you don't have to read anything." I was like, "You sure?" She's like, "Yeah, no, you
So
don't have
what
to."
was it that you had to fucking read?
I don't know. I blanked out.
Did you read it?
No, Libby read it. Thank God. Because Libby was like, I was like, "No, absolutely not." I was like, "Maybe Libby can read it." And she was like, "Yeah, yeah, I'll read it." And I was like, "First off, okay, you want
I
me to
mean,
read
they
out?"
could have given you homework, which would have been annoying but fine. But they give you a pop quiz basically.
Yeah, no, I don't do that. Nope. That's why I hated like cold auditions. Yeah, so we were all like cracking up, and then Libby reads it, and Libby's, she went to Catholic school, so she knows the cadence, and she can like, and the Lord said that. I was like, thank God she read it. I felt horrible, but I was like, no, I'm not even gonna try to man up to this one. Are you kidding me? And she was like reading it, was like sentence 3 or something, and she said a word, and I was like, yep, totally would have butchered that. Good thing I didn't. um, so then we go over to the bath, the thing. What do they call it? They told us the faith. No, the fawn. No, the something. Oh no, it's called
You're
something.
talking to the wrong guy.
Yeah,
I mean, I have Google,
yeah.
but
Google it. It's called the faux, the fawny.
baptism bowl of water. The font.
See, I was so close.
The font.
The font. Yeah. So we go to the font, and then he's doing the thing, and he's like, "All right, who wants to do the christening?" And they were just kind of was like, I don't know. In her head, she was thinking like, I don't know, to like one of the godparents do it, or like, should I do it? Should Adam do it? And I was like, do you want to do it, babe? And she was like, I don't know. I was like, all right, I'll do it. I wasn't even thinking the godparents. I was like, one of us is gonna do it. So I hold him and I'm like talking to him, and the father's doing his thing. I'm like, hey, buddy, what are you doing? And I like lean him in, and he like the father like pours it over his head, just hits this and pours over. The kid was so fucking good, Dan. So he just sat there and was like,
Just fucking chilling.
oh, like, and he does another one. He does 3 of them. He's just like, oh, like he was getting a fucking spa. I pick him up, and I was like, Cal.
He's like, "It's fucking sweet."
Yeah, I was like, Cal, that was so good. Like everybody was like astonished that like he didn't cry, he wasn't fussing. He was just like, okay, we good. We're good now. Yeah. And before that, I think they did the oil a little before that. He's fine. And then after that, we were like sitting there, and he said a couple more things, and Cal was just like enthralled with the father talking, and I was like, bro, you're feeling the divine intervention right now, aren't you? Yeah, it was really good.
That's good.
And then we came back here and we catered from the Pinciola's place.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got beer and wine and whatnot, and just kind of like chilled. Everybody saw Cal and got to
Sweet.
hold him, passed him around. You know, Libby and I picked up a cross. It's a silver cross, and there's like a little boy like praying on his knees, like in the center. So we brought that with us, and we had the father bless it for his room. I can't believe how good he was. Because if you look at baptism, like you either get like a shitty priest that like does some crazy shit, or like the kid's just out of control. Like, why are you soaking me right now? I'm pretty
Which
sure.
is, not out of bounds.
Yeah,
Out of context. Why am I wet? Why are
yeah,
all these people around me? Why is someone I don't know touching me?
yeah,
You know,
yeah. So
it's
yeah,
it's warranted.
he did really good. I was really happy. I wish you guys were there. Obviously, I know it was
Yeah.
impossible, which totally fine.
I mean, the biggest thing is prior to us knowing, we had already agreed to watch a friend's dog.
Mm-hmm.
And so we had an extra dog in the house. And then up until about a week before, there was a chance Lauren also had a horse show. So it was going to potentially be her at a horse show, me with the extra dog in the house. So we just couldn't plan for it.
Yeah, that's totally fine. But like you said, you always want me to let you know, so it's happened to, if it does line up, then. But yeah, no, it was good. It was good, dude. So bakeries, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? Who the fuck do you think you are? Okay, you're not making lobster. Okay, I get it. You're working. Okay, but like, we got cupcakes. We got 12 cupcakes,
Okay.
semi-custom. Okay, like we did the two-tone frosting. Oh, and we threw some gold beads on them. Okay, 12 of them, 80 something dollars. I was like, okay.
Shit.
And then Libby wanted cookies, which I agreed. So I asked him for cookies. First, the lady was like, "Oh yeah, no, you're too late. We can't do the cookies." I'm like, "What do you mean? What do you mean? We're like a week out." I was like, "What do you mean?" And she's like, "Well, typically we ask for those kind of orders like 2 weeks in advance." Well, okay. So then I'm doing the whole order, blah blah blah. And I was like, "Sure you can't do the cookies?" She goes, "Well, I haven't baked yet, so yeah, I can squeeze you in." I was like, oh, "Okay." She's like, "How many do you want?" I
She
was like,
just wanted to make you feel bad about
"Yeah,
the fact that
yeah,
she was going to squeeze you in.
yeah." You know what? She fucking squeezed me, Dan. I'll tell you that much. Because she's like, "How many do you want?" I was like, I don't know. I mean, what do they come?" And she goes, "Well, like you can do whatever you want." I'm like, "Okay." She goes, "You need at least a minimum of like 6." I was like, "Well, no, I definitely need more than that." I don't know. There's like 22 people coming, so maybe 24. She's like, "Yeah, that's pretty good because most people will like take one home, and that should be good." I said, "Okay, so 24." Not thinking about it. You know how much fucking money it was? Do you know what's on? Do you know what fucking cookies were, Dan? They were $180 for fucking cookies, Dan. Now,
We're talking about prices going up.
now let me explain something. They were good. They were good size. I mean, you had like, she did like a cross, but that was like kind of like this
I
big.
mean, I guess someone custom, like, I guess it is what it is. Like, I'm sure she didn't rip you off, but like, that's the world we're living in today. Is it like shit's expensive? Time's expensive.
How, explain to me, okay, how cookies
But
were almost
that's
double the price
of cupcakes.
than the cupcakes.
That's true. I don't know. But like, I think that's the world we're living in. Is like the flour's gone up, the butter's gone up, I'm sure their rent has gone up. Like everything is just so fucking expensive these days that like we've gotten to a point where you got charged $7 for a cookie, and it probably was fair from their perspective. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like
sure.
we've gotten to a point where you can't afford fucking cookies anymore.
Yeah, the flour probably too expensive. No, I get it.
I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt
Well,
because
that's the thing.
think about it this way. Like I love fucking hot dogs, right? You go to a hot dog stand these days, it's like $6 a hot dog, right? That's insane. Sounds insane. Until you go to a butcher and buy a high quality hot dog, and you're paying like $12 a pound for hot dogs. Hot dogs are like $1.50, $2 a piece if you buy them from a butcher and then cook them yourself, and then you got to buy a bun.
The
So,
fucking buns.
oh, but like in a restaurant, food costs are like 25% of the price of the final cost, because then you got all this overhead, electricity, your own hours, time, things like that. So figure if you're paying $10 for something at a restaurant, that's $2 to $3 in ingredient cost. So if your hot dog is $1.50 and then your bun's another 50 cents and then the toppings, this and that, you're paying $2 to $3 for just the ingredient costs. You got to charge $6 for the hot dog.
Oh yeah.
Or you're losing money.
Yeah.
So who knows what's going on with these fucking cookies? Like it may be fair, and that's even more insane than her just price gouging you. Like if you got ripped off, that's one thing. But if that's what cookies cost these days, that's even crazier.
Which I'm not surprised, because so I was telling Libby's mom this, because she was like, so how much did that cost? And I told her, she goes, yeah, it's insane. When she got the cookies for the gender reveal, she bought the cookies. Same thing. She was like, they were astronomical. And we're not blaming the shop owner, because like you're saying, everything has gone up, so they're probably trying to balance it up. But that's, dude, that is insane.
I know this is a recurring thing about us bitching about the
cost but you guys don't understand. Okay, we're millennials,
like,
all right? Leave us alone.
I feel like I make good money, and then at the end of the month, I'm like, where did it all fucking go?
It went to cookies, Dad.
I'm not living some extravagant life. I ain't got that cookie money.
I get that cookie money.
I got that, generic, prepackaged corner of the bakery aisle cookie money, not this custom cookie money.
They can't even afford Keeblers, guys. Right? All right. Fucking elves are starving over there. They're not getting paid. Yeah. So
meanwhile, we did just buy a horse, so I really shouldn't complain. I'm definitely the pot calling the kettle black.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I also
you got a horse, we got a kid. Yeah.
It's about the same in terms of how much it costs.
No. I think your upfront costs, probably up until about 3 years, you're probably ahead of us.
Like spending more, you think?
Yeah. With housing and feeding and vet bills. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
I would say up until about like 3, when he's like starting to move and run around, and now he's like massively eating me out of house and home. Yeah.
Think about this, friends and viewers. If you start dating a lovely young lady and she's into horses, we are comparing the cost of having a child to having one horse. Think about that.
Yeah, think about it. And subscriber number 4, who has a young little girl, you could probably weigh in.
Oh, is she getting into horses?
Well, no, she's now 4, so that's about the time I said like 3, 4, probably
the crossover point.
Yeah.
But I'm warning young gentlemen or women, be ready, because if you support an equestrian, eventually those costs are going to catch up to you.
Yeah, and those habits don't die.
No. I am fully confident that if Lauren was like, all right, I can continue to be an equestrian and have my horse and enjoy my horse, but that would mean that I have to like sell my house and live in a 1-bedroom apartment, she'd really have to think about it. She'd be like, well, I guess I can get used to a 1-bedroom apartment.
Dan's not joking.
I'm not joking at all.
That's exactly how equestrians are. I've known a bunch of them.
It's life.
It's literally like, okay, no, I can survive in my car. That's fine. As long as my horse has the better stables that provides for them better.
Yeah.
I can do that. I just need a George Foreman. I can do this. And Lauren's giving me an eye right now. I feel you. Don't give me the eye. You know it's true.
She knows it's true. When we were looking at houses in New Jersey where there's horse farms and things, it was like every third house was like, oh, look at the barn. We could have the horse on the property, and blah, blah, blah. And then I look at the house, and it's like a double wide trailer, and I'm like, but like the house is not nice at all.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what
Nice.
else you got?
What else I got? I mean, that was pretty much the main stuff.
So you tell me you don't want to talk about AI?
AI. Oh, the messages you've been sending,
Yeah, dude. You're not
man.
freaking out? I'm freaking out.
I'm freaking out, man. Um, yeah. I mean, for those watching, Adam sent me a few things. It was interesting because it was not someone trying to pass something off. It was actually a group that was trying to show the dangers of AI.
Mm-hmm.
And so they created a whole news report of like natural disasters and things that were going on, and people, on the front lines talking about blah 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 and whatever. And the whole thing was AI. The people, the backgrounds, whatever,
All created by
like
Google's
prompts. Yeah.
VEO3 that just came out like a month and a half ago.
And when I tell you that if you didn't tell me it was I would have been like, well, the content and what they were saying and like a little bit of the craziness of like what was occurring, given like the fact that I know like what's going on in the world today, that would have thrown me off. But
Mm-hmm.
the quality of the humans and the backgrounds and the water and the rain and the whatever that was going on and all these things, it makes you wonder if you can ever trust anything you see ever again.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, you literally now like you have to like triple check everything.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with like all that news. So they were showing like how like they could fake news reports and stuff like that. Dude,
Yeah.
I was talking to Chris about it, and Chris was like, he's like, "What are you like? Are you freaked out by it?" And I was like, "Yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah, I
Yeah,
am.
hell yeah." I was like,
You know how many
first off,
shitty people are in this world that would take advantage of that?
yeah, and I was like, dude, look, I'm a graphic designer. Okay, I'm an artist, so there's a part of me that's excited because I'm like, wow, look at what you could do. If I have an idea for a movie that I want to throw up on YouTube, right? I don't have actors, but I got the script. I know the concept that I want. I could
Mm-hmm.
use this system and create a full cinematic movie that could be 30 minutes long. And that's amazing. I can get my vision out there. But it is so real
Yeah.
that like it's it's too we have advanced too quickly. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I saw a video. I don't know if you remember this. It was circling the internet. It was 2021, and it was a video of AI created. Somebody created it, and it was Will Smith like trying to eat spaghetti, and they used Will Smith as the prompt, and it was horrible. It was like the spaghetti was going over here, and it was all messed up, and the hands weren't grabbing. It was like completely a joke, and everybody was like laughing at it. Not even 3 years later, 4 years later, somebody made the exact same thing using the VEO3, and he's perfect. Eating, chewing, swallowing, making the noises, looking at the camera. You would think if you weren't smart, it was Will Smith eating spaghetti.
Yeah.
Within 4 years, we have advanced that quickly in AI. That's scary.
And knowing that the shitty people in power, all the lies that are told every day on the news, you know that they'd take that, and if there was some image or some protester, they'd make it look like protesters are being violent or something and attacking police officers, and then that would further their base,
Oh
and
yeah.
I don't trust that power in people's hands to not use it negatively.
Well,
It's
even so you talk about the protests. So the whole parade, right? The military parade. Now this is an AI. Anyone I think in the past probably 5 years would be able to do this, doctor it. But somebody was like, look at how the news is reporting on this. This is PBS reporting on it. And it was like the clip, and it was Trump about to talk, and it was as if he was waiting for, yeah, I know, Salem. It was as if he was waiting for the audience to stop clapping, right?
Mm-hmm.
But it was dead silent. And then Trump starts talking. And it was like, this is what Fox News is reporting. And it goes to the same clip. And now there's all this like fake clapping and stuff like that. And they were like, oh, this is such bullshit, blah, blah, blah. And I showed Libby this. And she was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I watched the parade. I remember there being clapping. And she went back to a couple different sources, watched the
Mm-hmm.
same clip. And she was like, no, there's clapping. So somebody doctored the video to make it look like nobody was clapping before Trump started talking. Like even like stupid shit like this. And then there was another video. I don't know if I sent it to you, but same thing. The VEO3. Somebody put a prompt together. There was all these different scenarios. So like a girl was tied up, and she was like, "Grandma, it's okay. I'm not real. I don't need you to send him $5,000
Mm-hmm.
as like ransom." And then it would cut to like a police officer, and he was in a car. He was like, yeah, that text message you got about sending us gift cards to get out of the ticket, you don't need to do that because I'm not real. And it cut to another guy that was like, hey, yeah, I didn't get this 6-pack abs because I'm not real. I didn't use this supplement. It was like all the ways that like people
Mm-hmm.
can use this system to fuck with people and scam them out of money or what. Like you already hear about the scammers that are calling people faking their kids' voices, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just so they get sent money. Like now you have video system that can create it by just grabbing your image off of Instagram.
Yeah. No, I don't like it at all, and I'm not someone that like fights technology necessarily, but it's a lot of power, and it's in everybody's hands,
Yeah.
and people are shitty, and I see it going bad before it gets under control.
Yeah.
It's gonna get worse before it gets better.
Yeah, because there's no regulations right now.
No,
Per
the
se.
regulations
Per
are
se.
always delayed. They're always behind, and so right now it's just this free for all of an immense power with no control.
Yeah. So when Chris and I were talking, he was saying that he's not scared of the system. He's like, the system is cool. He's like, I'm worried about the people that might be using it. I was like, right,
Those are shitheads.
right. And then Josh was like, just like guns. Like you're not technically scared of guns. If a gun is sitting over there, you're not scared of it. You're more worried about the person holding the gun, the user. Yeah. And I was like, right. And how many shitty fucking users are out there?
Too many.
That are just looking to take advantage. Yeah, it's awesome, and it's very, very scary. The other thing I brought up to Chris was sorry Chris, I'm bringing up a lot here when we were talking. So I saw a video of this. I don't know if she's a gamer or just a computer person, but Chat GPT, right? You know that Chat GPT.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So she said that like that she uses it every day. She has become very familiar with the chat. Like she uses it so much that like it knows her, she knows it. Like they become like very close, intertwined, right?
Okay.
What?
Interesting.
Yeah, yeah. So apparently, the more you use it, the more it like understands your personality and stuff like that. So within the Chat GPT, apparently you could create personalities. Did you know this?
No.
So if you wanted a personality to be a jock, let's just say, then what you do is as you type into Chat GPT, if you want to talk to your this personality, you create a prompt and send it to chat, and then your personality will now come forward, and you can talk to the jock. You're like, dude, what about that game? Like, I can't believe the Ravens dominated, and it gets back to you. It's like, yeah, the Ravens dominated, but the San Francisco did better in scoring, blah, blah, right? And you end up having this conversation with this personality. So her friend, she said that her friend also has personalities within Chat GPT. And they were wondering if he could call upon one of her personalities by putting the prompt on his computer. Now, supposedly, they're like, ChatGPT is relatively a secure, not offline, but like a secure system, right? Where it's like, it's your system, it taps into the web to give you information, but it's like your system, it's like a closed system. So they tried it out. So he was on his computer at home on his chat, typed in her prompt for her personality, and it fucking came through, and he was able to chat with one of her personalities.
So it's not secure at all.
Nope. And she's like, that's supposed to not happen.
Well, welcome to the bullshit of what's. I mean, there was some startup AI company that just got shut down because it turns out it wasn't AI. It was just like 600 programmers in India, like responding to questions. Like it was fake.
What? Really?
Yeah. And like the company had
Wow.
like $1 billion valuation or something. So like, because there's so much money to be made in this right now.
Yeah, that's funny.
Uh,
So they were trying to pass themselves off as like an AI software, but in reality, it was just 60 Indian dudes who
so
say
here,
answering super quick.
AI fraud. 700 Indian engineers did the work while Builder.ai claimed it was AI. London based Builder.ai, once hailed as a no code AI unicorn, claimed its AI assistant could build apps autonomously. In truth, the company relied on 700 engineers in India.
Wow.
Founded in 2016, was worth
Wow.
$1.5 billion until like 2 weeks ago when it was found out to be fake. Now it's shut
They're,
down.
they're like, what does get that booty mean? I don't know what that means. Okay, just type it in.
Basically, there's a whole bunch of fucking people Googling shit and
Yeah.
respond. But it just shows to the world right now. It's like this is everything. And it's just people are pushing and pushing and pushing, and it's only gonna get crazier and crazier before it gets better.
Mm-hmm. I said to Josh, I said, they were so busy worrying about if they could, they never stopped to think if they should.
Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park. And it's so true.
It's so fucking true. So, on that note, gosh, what is it? Oh gosh, 12 o'clock. You got to go to fucking bed, mister.
Yeah, I'm also doing the 7 a.m. feed, so it's fine. I'll let you go. I'll let you go.
I'll let you go. I'll let you go.
I am doing you a favor. ASMR. All right, brother. Great seeing you. Catch you later.